Hello guys, welcome back once again to this new tarot reading. This is to talk about BTS ideal romantic partner of 2021, because we know we are constantly changing, so we can our ideals sometimes can change, can vary, so we're always humans subject to change. So as always, I'm using the archetype cards to talk about some personality and maybe some physical traits about what in this case it's hobbies, it's J-Hope turns. So I'm going to be talking about hobbies ideal romantic partner. And the cards that came out for him were prostitute, heroine, gambler, chameleon, and professor. So, as I always say, the prostitute card it's one of the many feminine archetypes that it seems a little bit harsh when you read it, because you tend to think that it's about the profession, but nevertheless the prostitute archetype is always present in our lives, in mostly in female life. It's a kind of female archetype, but a male can also have it. Actually, being a prostitute is actually to be really aware of yourself, of your value in the physical, maybe that you're attractive, or maybe that you have some really beautiful features, or that you are really beautiful or handsome, and to use them and to exude them in order to gain something in life. And by doing so, it also means to protect your spirit. I think I once talked about the prostitute archetype. It's about being able to show your physical attributes and being able to let others see you, admire you, compliment you on your physical beauty and on your charms, but not giving away your spiritual side, or maybe your more intimate and inner side of yourself. It's like you are willing to reveal everything in a physical sense, in an outer exterior kind of way or kind of expression, but you don't let people get too close to who you really are inside. Is I remember, I believe it was Marilyn Monroe that once talked about it, talked about this. About her being really praised by her beauty and men always staring at her, and I don't know how to say it in English, to treat her as an object. But at the same time, she was like, you can stare at me all you want, nevertheless, you will never get to know the real me. So I think that that's what the prostitute archetype means. It doesn't mean that you literally have to be a prostitute. It doesn't mean that Hobby likes a person that, or actually finds ideal someone that works as a prostitute, or maybe someone that delivers those kinds of service, which there wouldn't be nothing wrong about it. But at the same time, it means that somehow you don't give him everything about yourself. And I mean, also I believe that because this archetype always reminds me of his moon in Taurus, that Taurus always likes being surrounded by beautiful things and being always surrounded by fancy and luxurious things, and it's like and to have like very comfortable environment, and to have like a real material security, kind of security. So I have the feeling that this goes really well with his own, what he finds nurturing for him from his moon in Taurus, also traits. So this means that he would value a woman that can also take good care of herself or the way she looks, and that is not shy from cameras, that she doesn't mind to be taking pictures, or probably that it can be someone that also works in the industry. I don't, maybe not as an idol, but maybe as an actress or a model, you know, where your work and the way you gain money is by promoting your beauty, your physical beauty and your attributes, and you get paid by it, because you cannot see it in the picture of the card, but there's actually like a woman lying on a bed with surrounded by a lot of dollars, dollar bills on her, on top of her, like covering her body. So it means that yes, you can show off your body, but you have to get paid. You have to get like a monetary retribution for it. You don't do it for free. You enjoy it, you enjoy the process, but you also get paid for it. So it can also be someone that is really attractive, or someone that works with their body and with their beauty, but they use it as a profession and not as a way to express, or maybe show parts of who they are. It's just like a transaction. It's a part that you show because you get paid. So it could be some kind of entertainer also. And the other card is the heroine. So he definitely like also admires someone that is really capable um, make um, to make the changes that are needed. Someone that is really bold, that is like adventurous, that is able to sometimes stand up for herself and do a lot of things that maybe others don't, um, just doesn't have maybe the will to do it. She's some kind of maybe like a survivor, kind of a person that went through a lot of hardships in their lives, but nevertheless they overcome it. They don't let the past to define who they are right now. Actually, they are very like very proud of all the struggles, because the struggles allow them to become more who they are. But at the same time, it's like the hardships of life, and maybe all the obstacles are actually some kind of fuel, some kind of inspiration and strength for them to keep moving forward. Someone that is able to keep moving forward, to keep going despite of all the odds, and despite of not having everything. Someone that started from the bottom. I mean, someone that started from scratch, from nothing. Really, someone that has those kinds of that knows what it's like to be to not being born with privilege. As someone that has worked really hard to build themselves, to become a better version of themselves, and that they can also be their own hero of their own lives, and also inspire others in the process. Inspire others he just wants to be proud of of the person that is next to him. He just wants to hear their life story and be like, oh yes, you went through a lot before you met me. You know, it's not like it's someone that was sitting at home waiting for him to come to rescue them. You know, and to come to rescue them into to wait for Hobby to come into their lives so he can rescue them. Actually, he doesn't mind to rescue people that he loves, but he also likes to see what people are about when they are struggling, because I believe that he has these kinds of perception that once you are like in once you are struggling, or maybe when you are going through a tough time, it's in that moment where you can see what that person is about, how that person handles themselves through hardships. So maybe that's for him. It's important for someone that has some kind of uh, has taken some kind of responsibility for the events in their lives, and not just let passively everything happen to them. You know. So, and the other card that came out is trickster. That, yeah, someone really humorous, someone that also is like a multitasker, someone that has a strong will to sometimes go blindfolded into new beginnings and into new chapters. It's like they use their intuition a lot to sometimes make decisions. It's like they just go for it. They are risky. They are risk takers. So and this also, I think he can relate a lot, because this is like having a leap of faith even when there's no one that believes in you. I think he would definitely feel really inspired by someone that had gone through that, because I believe that he himself had gone through periods where he felt like he was maybe too much of a dreamer, you know, that everyone maybe like doubted him a little bit. And at the same time, he just wished to have a partner that can also be um, that kind of risk risk taker, that kind of like I said, taking lead, taking action into your lives, and not thinking so much about the outcome, just enjoying the process of coming up with a new idea, and just sometimes to not pay attention to everyone else's opinions about how you should live your life. Just be I mean, like, be your own fan, be your own number one admirer, uh, rule for you, like stand up for you. Um, and the other card is the chameleon. That, yes, chameleon. I believe that is also a card that came out for him. I believe when I did the first reading for him, chameleon was one of the cards that came out for him. So he definitely would like to mirror himself into the other person, almost like kind of a soulmate, or like a twin flame, because it's like there are a lot of attributes here that remind me a lot of his own energy. So I believe he wants someone that is a little bit of an equal to him, like someone that is really uh, that is like the female version of him, or like the other version of him, he I think he knows when the other person is like a kindred spirit or something like that, when there's a connection. So a chameleon, it's about the ability to navigate um, through conscience and through different levels of conscience, and to see the potential in everything. Being flexible, being adaptable, having adaptability is really important. I believe that he also means this because I have this the feeling that maybe dating them or dating him or dating a celebrity is not an easy road. It's not an easy experience. So he would appreciate for this person to be really gracious about it and um, to be enjoying sometimes never knowing if how often they're going to see each other, um, maybe that he has to travel or maybe that he's busy, someone that can understand and can also um, like and can adapt, like for example if he's busy, that this person go and finds their own activities or their own job or their own profession, so they can focus on that and then reunite with him after they are done working. And at the same time, if somehow he, I don't know, unexpectedly gets like a 1 month vacation or holiday or something, that he should have, she should have the ability to also being able to travel to see him, or to maybe just like work on her schedule, so they can meet. So someone that definitely is flexible, not someone that is sitting at home waiting for him to call her, but someone that is like their own boss. I have the feeling like someone that maybe, I don't know, it's like the owner of a company or the owner of a business. It's like she's her own boss, like so it's like she can manage the schedules, and she can manage to take a time off if she needs it, and she doesn't have to, she wouldn't be losing a lot. So, and the last card is professor. So it's definitely someone that is very knowledgeable. I believe he really admires people that know a lot about a lot of things. He definitely, I think that maybe this admiration that he has for people that are very knowledgeable is because he doesn't feel like he had spent a lot of time on his studies. So maybe he would like someone that can be a little bit more consistent in that, so this person can like communicate or share their knowledge to him, so he can feel what it feels like to be on a career, or maybe to know certain aspects of a career, like um but also someone that has like this capacity to share their own experience, to share what they know, to share their wisdom, to share their abilities. That's why I see in these cards that came out, I see a lot of him. I see a lot of hobby in here. I don't see a lot of that person. I believe he just wants a female version of him, um, because I believe he is like this. I believe he is. And actually, like I said, he may not have these kinds of like a structure knowledge or career knowledge, like when you go to university and you study, I don't know, you study a major in some kind of areas. He's not like that, but in his craft, in his dancing, and in him being an idol, he has a lot of knowledge. Actually, I believe he has a lot of knowledge, and I believe that he's really generous when he shares it. So I think I have the feeling that he will also eventually will become like a coach or like some kind of professor in the dancing area. in the performance, like maybe being a choreographer or helping building choreographies and stuff like that. So um, um, so I think he is like this. He's also really generous when it comes to sharing what he knows. So maybe he's looking for someone that can also be like that, because I have the feeling that he's that kind of man that has this. He has a good listening skills. It's like when he cares about you, he can truly get like immersed in your history or what you are saying, and what you are like. And maybe if you are telling him something, he really pays attention to you. So he would definitely enjoy to listen to his romantic partner points of view and what they went through. It's like he likes that. He enjoys the process. He really likes it. So I believe that yes, this is one of those readings that really like made me think that it talked a lot about some of his own traits, which is amazing because it means that somehow he's searching for some kind of, like I said, like this mirroring. He wants to mirror himself in the other person. He wants an equal. There are people who always learn from someone that is totally opposite to them, or maybe someone that is really different, or someone that it's because they find it attractive. But I think that in the case of Hobby, uh, he's more willing to get to know aspects and recognize aspects of himself through connecting with his special someone. It's like he can connect with those parts of himself when he is with that person. So there's obviously there's some kind of twin flame kind of connection. It's like when you it's like when you're perfect for each other, because um, it's like you um, take a space that the other person was meant to be in your life. So I believe also believes in destiny, and um, and maybe he's like those kind of people that like I said, when you are a moon in Taurus, sometimes you can be a little bit stubborn. So maybe for him, his ideal someone being really different from him, and maybe not having his same point of view or his values, he would be really awkward in that kind of relationship. So maybe that's why he wants um, to find that equal with uh, with someone that is really similar to him. There are people that definitely value that. So I have mentioned soulmates, I have mentioned twin flames, but I do not do readings on twin flames. I do not do readings on soulmates. I had already established it in one of my videos. I believe that I can give you a brief interpretation of what some traits the boys can find attractive, but I don't I don't go too deep in details, because I believe that's their own experience and not us to know it, because we are not the matchmakers here. We are not it's not like we can assemble like a profile and go and like do an audition for, I don't know, hobbies, a special someone. It's not like I know a lot of army would love to do that, would love to like make a special someone for each member, or maybe build themselves in that image so they could believe that they could be that one, but it doesn't work that way. Um, I believe that Hobby is really reserved when it comes to his own personal space, when it comes to the things he shares, when it comes to who he is as a person, as a man. So I think this romantic experience, and it's all for him and only for him. So I guess that if he is happy and if he does find someone, we will hear it from him, but only if he decides to do it, because Hobby is not the man that he can be a real sunshine, but he is not that kind of man that is going to give away information just because you ask. Um, it's like I was saying from the prostitute archetype. It's like, yes, you can see him dance, you can see him perform, you can see him smile, you can see him saying hi to you, shaking your hands, being nice to you, but you don't know the real him. You don't know what's inside of him. And you probably will never know what's really inside of him, who he really is spiritually, because the spirit is something that is really sacred for him. So for him, it takes a while to trust, and it takes a while to really show that vulnerability and that side of himself. So that's why he always puts on the brightest smile, so you can see what he wants you to see. He's a performer, so he will let you see what he wants you to see, and both parties will be happy. But at the same time, when it comes to his personal preferences and stuff, it's everything that I believe that him and Jungi Suga are the most mysterious ones when it comes to romantic and loving relationships, just because they show you what they want. I mean, they have like this almost like protection, where you can see only what they allow you to see. And even if you have like a small glimpse, they can change, totally change, just in the spot. They can change, because they are very like, they have a lot of Pisces energy, they are very mutable. So it's not what you see with them. It's always when you have like, oh, I think I know what they're about, they suddenly change completely. So they like uh, they are like this Pisces energy, this elusive energy, and they want it that way. They want things to remain that way, to remain a mystery. So I'm going to leave it guys here, and the next video that I will be uploading is streaming, so wait for it, because it will be uploading in a few hours. So thank you for being here, and please, if you do like and enjoy it, I appreciate your comments, and also please, if you give it a like or subscribe, I would really appreciate your support. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.